Hey everyone, my name is Arib and I'm the Chief Engineer at OneBrain. I'm thrilled to join you today to unveil two remarkable creations we have been working on, a groundbreaking AI model and a revolutionary process automation powered by it. We are driven by a mission to create automated system operations that are so intuitive and it requires almost no instructions to navigate. We believe by harnessing the power of automation, we can revolutionize the way businesses and individuals interact with the technology. Our vision is centered around revolutionizing human-computer interaction through a natural language approach. This will enable seamless communication, understanding, and execution of tasks across any hardware and software platform. These revolutionary human-machine interfaces driving autonomous operations lead to dramatic enhancement of productivity and simplification of user experience. Before we get started, let's look at the current state of human-machine interfaces which are happening at present. From drafting and sending simple emails to basic business operations such as invoicing and completing end-to-end business process takes multiple clicks, dealing with multiple applications, and it's very complex to build such integrations and interfaces. Businesses spend more time learning, navigating, and often troubleshooting systems rather than their core skills as well as business needs. This is not only a loss of productivity at the individual level, but results in higher costs, often missed opportunities due to delay in today's highly competitive and fast-paced business environment. This challenge is further exaggerated when such tasks and processes become repetitive in nature. Over the last decade, many organizations have tried to address this partially and often without ROIs expected when they began their journey with automation techniques such as robotic process automation or RPA. Some of the key challenges for the lackluster success of RPA among many are complex and often incomplete discovery cycle, rigid automation pipelines that fail to adapt constantly evolving business needs, market conditions, and changing technology landscape. Moreover, the initial and ongoing licensing costs clubbed with high development costs makes this initiative non-viable and results in much lower ROI. Thankfully, with the recent advancements, we are able to address these challenges with our unique and powerful approach powered by generative AI with the use of large language models or LLMs. You may have already heard about or already experienced the ingenuity and potential of chatbot tools such as ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Microsoft Copilot, and several others springing at a rapid pace. While great at understanding user context, we are just few natural language prompts and compiling a human-like response within seconds. LLMs in their foundational state and out-of-the-box functionality falls short at actually carrying out the task which user intends and wants the machine to do it for them. The closest thing which can get your task done are virtual assistants. You may be already familiar with Google Home, Alexa doing your daily routine tasks such as switching on your lights, setting reminders, and even regulating your pet's meal. Now, LLMs alone cannot do this task. To address these shortcomings as well as to build innovative ways to achieve true intent of automation or AI, we have created a straightforward yet robust generative AI ecosystem which is capable of understanding the content within user interface and backend data structures that we commonly engage with in order to accomplish the task. We introduce you to the Dynamic Action Model, or we call it DAM. It is an innovative approach to AI aimed at task completion efficiently. Unlike conventional AI models focus solely on understanding user input, our vision model goes a step further by incorporating ability to execute the task based on that understanding. Whether it is drafting or sending email or scheduling appointment or conducting online transactions, or just creating your next proposal. It leverages its intelligence to execute these actions seamlessly. And all these actions can be completed within your own choice of hardware deployment and software platform. Your business processes will be triggered based on your own natural language instructions or scheduled commands over your choice of interface. In essence, this works as a simple natural language interface that has powerful action execution capabilities in the backend, all powered by your data and knowledge base. It operates in a secure manner by handling security, authentication, authorization in a seamless way. So let's get started. This is our Windows interface. Here I can write any command and let the dynamic action model execute the task. Or I can schedule the execution of the command here. You can give credentials so that if any login is required, it can log in for you. We prioritize data security by saving all credentials locally. Authorization occurs at the machine level where access is granted. Now I can simply write a command to navigate to Zoho Invoicing. Add a new client with its email. Add 2 items in the invoice and then send the invoice. Once the action is started, the dynamic action model will first try to figure out on how can it achieve the task. So it will open up the Chrome search, navigate to the required software as search command, and then click on the results. And if the application is not signed in already, it will take the credentials which are already given and try to use it. And now, to achieve the required task, the dynamic action model will look at the screen and navigate to required options, like going to the Adding of Invoice tab, and adding the new client as we have specified in the command. By every action, it will move ahead only when the subtask is completed. It will type all the information for you. And select options as required. The model will continue doing action based on what it can see on the screen and does the required action. Now it will hit the send button as specified in the command to send the invoice to the client. Once the task is done, it will generate a log as well. Well, the dynamic action model is so dynamic that even it is capable enough to get the task done via accessing multiple softwares. Even if you have a custom software in your enterprise, it can learn the screen for you and get the task done. Example, here we have an Excel file on our desktop which has information about products. We want it to change the selling price and import the same file into our custom inventory software and reassure whether the change is done or not. So from here, first it will access the Excel from the required location. It will search for the item and then look out for the column change parameter. Once it finds the column, it will try to change the required value to the commanded value. Once that is done, it will save the file. Now, to import the file, it will try to access our custom inventory software. Now, this software is already logged in, accessed through a URL, and it won't expire, so I don't have to give any credentials of it. Now it will try to import the file. Once the import is done, it will check for the same item and reassure the change is done or not. That's it. Now I can also get a mail from the dynamic action model of the task completion, and I can choose to see the log if required. So now the capability of dynamic action model is not just bound to command it from computers. You can also do it with your mobile device and without needing to install another app. DAM is now integrated with WhatsApp. So basically you can talk to your computer about anything and get your job done from your WhatsApp chat itself. So here, if we say to send a happy birthday mail to any email ID, so this will not only generate just a happy birthday text, but a whole message about happy birthday, and it will reply with the action output, and we can see how it has created the whole context. Now, if you want any file from any location of your computer, it can search and send you the file as well. And you can also give command in your voice. Send me the OneBrain accounts CSV file. That's it. Here is how you can talk to your computer. Let's discuss how does it work. We have a source machine which can either be a computer or a cloud server with any operating system, Windows, Linux, or even a Mac. We have developed 2 AI models. One has vision capabilities and it has been trained specifically on UI screens to understand the software it is being interacted with, which we call it OneBrain UI Vision. Another AI model which we have incorporated is the open sourced Meta Llama 3, which has been fine-tuned specifically for dynamic action model queries. The dynamic action model, once receives the command, it sends it to the LLM to break it down into subtasks. Now the dynamic action model will click a screenshot and sends it to the vision model to understand the current scenario. Now the DAM will determine the X and Y coordinates or use shortcut keys or write a code to execute. To proceed further, in order to get the subtask done, after the execution of any task it has determined it will click an after action screenshot to evaluate itself on how the progress of the task it has made. And this happens on the loop until the task is done. In order to utilize the dynamic action model, you have to make zero efforts on making it learn any kind of task because all the knowledge is being grabbed from the LLMs, and vision model is capable enough to understand any given screen. However, you can always customize your workflows or fine-tune the system further to teach it your custom software or any other out-of-the-box tasks. This is the first time in human history that a computing device can get the job done by its own by just giving a simple command. I can't wait for all the businesses to experience the true automation with OneBrain's dynamic action model, the next generation human-machine interface. Thank you.